WrestleMania 41 was supposed to be the culmination of all those years of hard work. After all the ups and downs, all roads pointed to the one location I'd always dreamed of, the main event of WrestleMania. My victories over Drew and Seth had shown that I was still at the top of my game. After I eliminated both Roman and Rollins at the 2025 Royal Rumble, I soon found myself tossed over and thrown to the floor. And that allowed Rollins to release all his frustrations, taking Roman out with a stomp, attacking me, and punctuating the whole mess with another stomp on Roman. So when Heyman announced that the three of us would meet in the main event on the first night of WrestleMania 41, that's when I struck. I used my earned favor from Survivor Series to request Heyman be in my corner that night. This infuriated Roman Reigns, who would not listen to reason, insistent that Heyman had turned his back on his tribal chief. And in all the madness, Roman and I both lost sight. We never thought that night would end the way it did.
Oh, no!
Heyman betraying both of us.
Oh, my God! What the hell did we just witness?
I can't think of a better candidate for slingshot tech to address. It took my whole career to get to that main event. So let's go back to WrestleMania 41 and get me the win that I was well on my way to earning. Let's destroy the Architect's plans. Let's show the Oracle that he doesn't see all. And let's force Roman Reigns to acknowledge us.
Here comes Seth freaking Rollins,
the visionary and the revolutionary of WWE.
From Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 225 pounds, Seth
Officially the coolest entrance living every man's dream, Seth freaking Rollins.
Las Vegas serenading Seth freaking Rollins.
You guys remember what happened 10 years ago up in California, the Bay Area? Seth Rollins cashing in Money in the Bank and the heist of the century at WrestleMania.
An iconic call for an iconic performance. Seth needs another one of those iconic moments this evening against two of the best this industry has ever seen.
A 14th appearance at WrestleMania, the third time he's been in the main event.
Come to WrestleMania for the wrestling, but stay for the karaoke. We've got a bit of everything tonight here in Vegas.
The OTC has arrived in Sin City.
From Pensacola, Florida, weighing 265 pounds, the OTC.
Ladies and gentlemen, CM Punk is in the main event of WrestleMania.
It has to be a surreal moment for CM Punk.
Accompanied to the ring by WWE Hall of Famer, the Wise Man, Paul Heyman, from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk.
Roman Reigns. It's a clash of the Titans here at WrestleMania. The original tribal chief, the visionary, the best in the world in a triple threat match.
Punk has waited a long time for this, to main event the show of shows. And to make things better, he gets a chance to take down the two men who have been standing in his way since his return.
Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins think...
Down around to the schoolboy, shoulders are down.
Reverses the pin, shoulders down. Pin attempt broken up. Spin kick to the midsection. It always bothers me to be around Heyman, always leeching off other people's talents in CM Punk's corner tonight, though. The question is, where does Paul's allegiance truly lie?
Well, I'll be the first to say I don't trust a word that comes out of the mouth of Paul Heyman. But perhaps for the first time in his entire life, he showed some true loyalty to one of the men who brought him to the dance in WWE. A bond that goes way back, he and CM Punk.
Does having Paul Heyman back in his corner even the scales here for CM Punk? Does having the wise man's strategies and support give him an edge over Rollins and Reigns?
Sure, if you trust Paul Heyman to have your best interests in mind, then yes, he is a huge asset in this kind of match. But remember, Heyman is doing this as a favor for Punk. As far as we know, his allegiance still lies with Reigns.
And he's going with the great equalizer here, the steel chair.
And Roman and Seth, two former allies, would make a lot of sense for them to team up with CM Punk tonight.
Yeah, I think it's way too late to strike that deal, Michael Cole. 10 years of animosity will eliminate all signs of trust between the two former Shield mates.
Remember, in many ways, the obsession by Reigns for Rollins last year cost Reigns the championship in the record reign.
And Punk would be quite happy if that obsession continues. It's clearly personal for Roman and Seth, but for Punk, tonight's just about business.
Ooh, chuck that chair right at him.
Mongolian chop.
Some might see that as a weapon, but a manager's just making sure the area is safe for his client.
And for Punk and Rollins, such a personal hatred between these two. Rollins has never forgotten the fact that Punk left the company, badmouthed the company for many years, while Rollins stayed here and played the soldier. And when Punk came back to all the fanfare, it pissed Rollins off. Seth has a lot of animosity to take out.
I actually spoke to Rollins earlier. He said the only time CM Punk has improved the culture in WWE is when he cleared off for 10 years.
Lift it up. What's next?
Mounting their downed opponent and firing off a series of blows.
Ouch.
And a stop to the Roman.
Spear by Reigns.
That could end Rollins right now.
Two. Hangs on by a thread.
Rollins staying in this thing. Some could even say
it's not often we see the tribal chief held up at the 1-yard line. You have to think Roman will want to dial up that maneuver one more time.
Uh-oh, this is not going to look pretty. Submission being applied.
He is looking. He makes the save and breaks the hold.
A timely intervention.
And remember, the reason that Rollins and Reigns are here, at least when they first arrived on the scene, was because of CM Punk. The Shield was built as a security force for CM Punk.
Come on, let's not make out like that is some accolade for CM Punk. They were brought in as security to protect CM Punk. It wasn't some selfless act by Punk, and both Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins know that.
Well, Punk is claiming that he was the man to bring them both into the business, and he can't wait to be the man to take them both out of it.
And he comes in under the ropes now.
Big time height on that kick. Oh, walloped by a huge club.
And Punk finding himself on the wrong side of another exchange. Ooh, right onto the chair.
Once again, that is not what chairs were created for. Oh, heads up, chairs flying. Who knows what's coming next?
Making his way to the top here.
Jumping knee takeoff.
Seth dodges that attack.
Landing on that chair might have just rearranged some body parts.
Face first into the chair.
He's in a bad way, but still has something left in the tank.
Just snapped back to the ground there.
And now Reigns is starting to look like a man who realizes he is a tribal chief with no followers to come to his aid. And now he gets back into the ring.
He knows the goal is to win the match, right?
Yeah, what's he doing?
DDT!
High rent district for CM Punk.
From the top, double axe handle connects.
Sliding into the ring now.
Hammer slam. Good. O'Connor rolls, shoulders are down.
Counters. Cover. This isn't good. He's got bad things in mind. Making the climb to the top rope.
From the top.
Diving double axe handle.
Back up top.
From the top. Cross body from the top. Fortune favors the bold. These risks could be a winning streak. Look out.
Uranagi by Punk. He turns it. And he decides to let his opponent out of the hold.
Might have felt like he was losing a grip and didn't want the opposition to counter out of the submission.
Clearly lost in the moment. He better snap out of it.
Back in the ring.
And now Punk. Kick to the midsection of Reigns. Rollins trying to crawl back into this as well.
Rollins trying to prevent that GTS on Reigns, but he's about to eat one himself.
Oh, bang. Spear. Stomp. Everybody down.
Oh, what a moment of chaos in this match. If any man here can get a cover, it could be victory, but wait up. Lurking is Paul Heyman with a steel chair.
And no shocker here. Handing the chair to his friend, CM Punk. And this, guys, This could be the ultimate betrayal of Roman Reigns.
Oh, Heyman went for a low blow, but caught by CM Punk.
What the hell is Heyman thinking?
And now Punk with a roundhouse kick to Reigns.
Well, Heyman tried to stab his man, CM Punk, in the back, but was denied. But now Rollins with a low blow of his own on Punk. What the hell is going on?
And now, Heyman handing the chair to Rollins. What the hell? Oh, no!
The devil's work is afoot tonight.
Plan B all over again.
That pathetic Paul Heyman. He's a damn Judas. How many people is he going to betray?
You're missing the point, Cole. The visionary Seth.
Uh-oh, sweet dreams coming.
GTS connects. Will that sew this up for Punk?
There's two, and he's still in the game.
Roman Reigns simply refuses to stay down. One of the many reasons why he's the face of this business.
Punk took his best shot, gave him everything he had, but just couldn't get the pin.
This has been a hurricane of chaos. Rollins, Punk, Reigns, each struggling to
Rollins drops his opponent. Stomp into the ground. Roman in big time jeopardy.
Oh, toss to ringside. Carrying the opposition. What's the thought here?
boom! GTS.
Will that sew this up for Punk?
Makes the cover. Punk has beaten the odds. Has defeated both Reigns and Rollins.
Here is your winner, CM Punk.
A moment of pure vindication here for CM Punk.
This was a lifetime in the making, and it couldn't have been any harder earned. Punk had to get through Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins to finally taste a main event victory here at WrestleMania.
But now he's done it. The Second City Saint is victorious at the Showcase of the Immortals.